In this first video, as I said, we will basically prepare Blender for the work that we will be doing. As you probably guessed it, we will be using a lot of adaptive sampling, micro displacement, and all of those techniques that need certain parameters to work inside of Blender. So first things first, let's start with changing our render settings. I will go to the render tab, and inside here, first of all, we'll be using cycles for all of our work. So I will just change it to cycles. And after that, in feature set, I will change it to experimental. The reason for that is that micro displacement features are only available in the experimental feature set. So make sure to change this to experimental. And in device, if you have like a decent GPU or an external graphic card, make sure to use it because it will give you faster renders. That's first. And second of all, it will like basically take a lot of heavy weight from the CPU so you can work faster basically on your scene. So I will change it to GPU compute. I will leave for now the sampling settings the way they are until basically later on if I starting to notice some slowing down in my computer, I may like basically change them later. And I will go directly to the light paths. And here I have the max bounces, which is by default 12, and it is a little bit overkill to be honest. So I will change it to 8, and this will basically give us faster renders. We will have some other option to change them later, but they will probably be in the end of the course. I will delete the light and the cube. I won't delete the camera because I will need it. So I will hit just X and delete, and I will add a plane. Let's add a plane. And here make sure that the size is gonna be 200 meter because we want somehow a big desert. Click on it, hit F2 to rename it, and I will call it desert and hit OK. After doing that, we need to add a certain modifier to this plane. I will go here, add modifier, subdivision surface, and just make sure to select the option adaptive sampling, or actually adaptive subdivision, and change from Catmull Clark, change it to simple so there is no distortion. The adaptive subdivision option basically will subdivide the areas that are closer to us more than the areas that are like basically far from us. I will hit tab to jump into the edit mode. I will hit the right mouse button, and here we will have an option called subdivide. I will click on it. So for now I will pick 100. Some people might think it is a little bit overkill, but believe me, it is not. Hit tab again basically to leave the edit mode. I will go right now to the render tab. And basically we don't have anything because we don't have lights in the scene. The good thing about Blender that it already comes with some really useful HDRIs that are already made. So if you want to access those, all you have to do is make sure to open this arrow and just uncheck scene world. And Blender automatically will use some default HDRIs that it has to lighten your scene. In my case, I would really like this Spruce Sunrise, which is this one right here. So I will just click on it. And one last thing before I leave, and I will probably forget mention it later on in the course, save your files as often as possible. We will be working on a lot of displacement and stuff will get heavy with time. The last thing you want is that you following this course for 3 or 4 videos, something like an hour, and then Blender crashes. That would be a nightmare. So do yourself a favor, please save your files as much as possible. And yeah, we're basically right now ready to move on to the next video where we will start creating the shape of the dunes. See you there.